Well, um, you see the title. It is real. How real? I don't know. Way too real to even believe I'm back doing a YouTube video for all of you. After I don't know, little over a year. Who knows? Well, today we're gonna do something different. Well, we already know what this is looking like. Yeah, look at that. You see? Looks kind of similar, right? Yes. We're back doing more of this content again. Been over a year since we did, but this time we're doing the Indy 500. Pretty different, eh? Yes. We all know how Indycar works, but this is the first time I'm ever doing it on recording. Kind of ironic, isn't it? Gonna be just like the Indy 500, 200 laps. No stages unlike NASCAR. There's no overtypes too. We'll get to that at another point. Right now, we go. Racing. Traditional free wide starting lineup. 30 free IndyCar drivers versus 500 miles. And ROBLOX's lag is going to be a factor a lot. Because it'll make the cars start checking up and stacking up. And that's what I don't like with ROBLOX's new physics system. Oh, whoa! David Malukas almost went off track. That was a close one for David Malukas. Kyle Kirkwood. Now I have recently started watching IndyCar. Because, racing is my fate, and I love watching NASCAR a lot, so I figured we'd try IndyCar out. Single file, trying to use the slipstream. I'm not gonna be able to speak today. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to even speak. Or even breathe. Well, in game. So this is gonna be the first direct. I don't know. It's gonna be a long race. Fuel is 35 laps. So there will be probably expected at least 5 or 6 pit stops. Whoa, Kirkwood. Kirkwood's going to lose the lead. Felix Rosenquist, who won the Indy 500 this year. But I figured we'd do a simulation of this. Pretty smooth. Built the back of the field with Takuma Sato, Roman Grosjean, Christian Lundgaard. Kyle Kirkwood takes back the lead. Rossi in third, holding off Marcus Ericsson. And we never usually do Indianapolis for sim racing because we never really do Indianapolis. So this is kind of like a first experience for everybody. Well, unlike other sim tracks, well, usually my favorites are like Richmond or Charlotte, Las Vegas, Like any tracks that have actual competition and like more realistic style racing and racing that actually makes drivers go a lap down. Mostly Richmond has that style. I usually like to do Richmond a lot. But at Indy it's different because it's such a big track. Oh, okay, someone just hit the wall there. Not really big of contact. Yeah, with Indy it's a bigger track, so not many cars are gonna fall behind and probably go lap down. Well, unless you have a mistake, so. Alright, let's go on board with Alex Palou. Midfield right now. 10th. And since it's the summer, I get to do more, well, YouTube content, obviously. Since summer is like basically a free vacation. So far, no one has wrecked, and we're only 7 laps in. If we get a wreck, we'll have a caution. But since this is IndyCar, if you wreck, you're out. But if it's actually NASCAR, we'll get you in the garage and get some repairs done until the next caution. Who knows? It could be like, it could take like 2 laps. It could take like 5 laps. It could take up like 40 laps to get repairs done for the next caution. But usually if there's like, I don't know, like 25, 50 laps to go, we're probably not going to do that because that would be kind of unfair. Or just to make things interesting. Still Kyle Kirkwood in the lead. His teammate Marcus Ericsson has moved up to 2nd. Now, if I do get some of these names mispronounced, don't blame me. It's just I'm not very good at pronouncing like some drivers that I'm not used to. Wow, Newgarden is really fading. Still within 5 seconds of the leader. Could have been worse. There's Christian Lundgaard. See Catherine Lag back here. Pato Award. Oh man, Pato Award is just having a rough start. Usually you see drivers do well in the long runs. And that's what we typically normally see on some of these tracks. So pretty smooth after 10 laps. I've been testing this track and they like to wreck on the exit of pit road. I don't really usually have any issues with pit road crashes. But this pit road, yeah, you might notice this all the way here on the inside. That's pit exit. That's just the track to get back onto the course. They usually like to wreck there, but I pretty much barriers here, so hopefully we don't have that occurring. Marcus Armstrong up to 2nd. Oh, now he's seen a 5-second differential. Christian Lundgaard struggling. Normally, some tracks it is hard to make a pass. This can be tough to pass. Also, I clicked the green flag button because I noticed Christian Lugar is lagging a lot. Some tracks can be hard to pass. This one can be somewhat difficult if you're not in the preferred lane, which is the inside. Some tracks have the outside lane preference. This one's mostly the inside lane. You want to be on that inside lane. Merkwood's already gotten 7/10 second lead over Marcus Ericsson. I mean, no, Marcus Armstrong. There's two Marcuses in the field. That's going to get me confused. I gotta remember the black cars. They're Andretti's, Marcus Ericsson, Meyer Shank Racing. Still no wrecks. Ooh, you got a 6-second differential. Gifted Simpson. Chip Ganassi. Oh, someone's all the way on the apron. Almost wrecked. Was that Santana Ferrucci? I don't know. It looked like a bluish or a black car. I don't know who it really was, but it was mid-pack. That could have been day over. So far, still clean. Well, goes John in the Kyle Busch tribute scheme. We'll miss you, Kyle Busch, one of the greatest drivers ever known. Gotta get Grosjean's car with the Joe Gibbs number 18. Now, I don't know where they usually like to wreck at Indy. You mostly see them wreck around the back stretch. Sometimes they would like to wreck around turn 3 or 4. But hey, they can wreck anywhere. I don't think it really matters where. Is that Rasmussen? Wow. All the way on the inside. Nearly touching the apron. Rosenquist has fallen to 11th. Well, 12th right now. He is struggling. That, just very good benches. He was second. He did lead one lap, but now he's fallen back. He is right now in 12th. Alright. Halfway through our fuel run. Might notice the yellow. That's the fuel. And it's random on how much they burn. You'll see in when we get to NASCAR, the leader will burn more fuel. Ooh, Marcus Ericsson got a little bit in the wall. Yeah, that's going to be something we're going to keep an eye out, because if they run out of fuel, they'll be first to pit. Be pretty interesting. Still no wrecks, and we are now on lap 19. We're pretty far into this race without an incident. Marcus Armstrong has not letting Kyle Kirkwood pull it away. Another second back is Rossi. Third. Starting to slightly pulling away. Whoa! That was almost a wreck for Catherine Legg. Down to 7/10. From Kirkwood to Armstrong. Stretching. Get further back in the field. Get a great view of this. Already 7.5 seconds back from first to the last. That is big distance, and then it's going to keep getting bigger as time goes on. Especially if it go throughout this race with no wrecks. Otto might have gotten a little bump from Newgarden. Rossi's slightly gaining on Armstrong. Whoa. They are really moving. Changing lanes. Back in this field, would like to see a caution. So we haven't even gotten one yet, and it went 24 laps in. About the next 9 to 10 laps, we're about to see green flag pit stops. That could change the complexity of this race. Now Kirkwood has pulled away to a 1.4 second lead now. Yeah, it's going to be hard to catch Kirkwood. Unless, of course, he makes a mistake, but I know 0 mistakes for the 27. Alrighty, an 8-second differential. That's how good the leader is. These guys are just minding their own pace and trying to not make a mistake. We're getting a wreck. Rossi's right there to Armstrong, who could not make the pass. Wow. Kyle Collette saving fuel. It could be a fuel mileage race, so then who knows? Anything could happen here. Now a 2-second lead. Well, a lot of lag happening. Good job, ROBLOX. You really make things interesting here, do you? Not impressive. Rossi has passed Armstrong for second. Why did it sound like that? What the heck? Steven Robb in the fourth. Passing Ericsson. Still, no casualties. 9.7 seconds. We're about to have a 10-second differential already. Would be a big margin. This Pato Award is really struggling. The leader has a 2.2 second advantage, but Armstrong trying to get by Rossi again. He will clear. Armstrong back up to second. Still, 0 incidents. After 29 laps, on lap 30. Will this be a clean race? Nah, I don't know. Normally we don't see clean races, but sometimes we do. Normally in tracks like Dover or Bristol, we barely see any wrecks. But some tracks like Talladega, I mean, that's a whole different story. Whoa! That looks like Sato almost in the grass. That could have been a DNF. Wow, that's the leader, and that's the rest of the pack right there. I wish there was a flag stay here so I could stand there, but whoever made this track didn't really input that. I'll see some pit stops pretty shortly. Still 0 wrecks, and the field is now spread out. Stingray Rob got by Armstrong, but Armstrong got him back. A little smidge in the wall. And we do end up getting a caution, everyone will pit. Still 0 wrecks. Looks like Kyle Kirkwood's going to be pitting. Can't afford to make a mistake on pit road. Rossi's going to stay out a bit more. He's saving up a lot of fuel. Alright, Kirkwood's in. Anyone else coming in? Sato's in. Oh, we got a wreck! We got a wreck! Oh, he's still on track. Okay, no caution. Nolan Siegel. Off course. He was on the track, so that was exceptional. He was allowed to continue. But if it was on the grass, that would have been a DNF. But now Siegel's going to be far behind. He will have to pit. Because this is changing a lot. Look at the magazine pit road. No casualties right now, so that's good news for all these drivers. No wrecks. Oh, what was that? That was Jacob Abel. Oh, we do have a wreck on pit road. Oh. It's David Malukas. That's going to be a yellow. That will be a yellow, and that will be the end of Malukas' day. I don't like. Cannot select them. There we go. We'll let the leaders go by, and then our first caution for incident is David Malukas' day ends. It desperate. Alright, waiting for Nolan Siegel. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. Back at it again. First caution for incident. Well, this was not a red flag because these drivers like to jump. And we're doing the freeway formation. I haven't changed it to the single file formation. I just feel like it's just not gonna be good because drivers like to jump out a lot. So, all right, going green again. Here we go. New leaders Rossi. Kyle Kirkwood got shuffled a second after that. Oh, Stingray Rob goes around. And that's going to be a caution. Well, you just can't make fades up, can you? Well, this is going to be a long night as Kirkwood's back in the lead. That's a fortunate for Stingray Rob. Back at it again. Green. Dennis Hauger. Haven't mentioned his name yet. Wow, 2 DNFs already in the Indy 500. After having a 36 lap Glee Flag run, already 2 cautions, ending up 2 drivers out. We might have a third pretty shortly as Mick Schumacher. I don't know. Yeah, it's Schumacher. Takes the lead. Don't count out Alex Palou. He's up there too. And Kirkwood's been remaining in the top 5 most of his race. And I'll get passed by Catherine Lag. Will Kyle Kirkwood take back the lead? Or will there be another yellow? So you see yellows becoming more common now. We already had 2 from the last 5 laps. That first caution really did save Nolan Siegel. Because he could have been very deep in the field. Without that caution, he would have been like 20 seconds behind the leader. But we're only 20% done this race. It's still a while till we get to the big part. And Schumacher, I don't know. I can't even pronounce names today. Starts to pull away as Palou and Kirkwood battle it out for second. Kirkwood backs off, allows Palou to take the spot in the turn. Oh, Kirkwood gets a little loose. So let's neglect the 51. This is the back of the field. Joseph Newgarden has just been back in his field all race. Will Power's back here. And now Marcus Armstrong's back there. He was second before pit stop started. Now he's going to have to try to get all those positions back. So there's Graham Rahal back there. Dennis Alger, third. Kyle Gurlett, fourth. Scott McLaughlin up there too. We know how good McLaughlin is. Just hasn't found some success right now. Connor Daly, Scott Dixon in this mix. Ryan Hunter Ray. Oh, Dixon gets loose. There's Ed Carpenter. Louis Foster. Castro Neves, hello. Venus VK. A lot of drivers. Kyle Kirkwood has fallen back to 8th, and he's still losing spots. I think this car is starting to go away on him. And Schumacher still leads. Rookie, by the way. And there's no rookie symbol next to these drivers. I don't know why I haven't thought about that. Oh well. I just wanted to keep it like this. Oh, I felt stretching. "45 laps in." How long will it take till again next caution? Probably way too long, I don't know. Schumacher still leads. McLaughlin trying to take third. Maybe second. McLaughlin, Penske driver. Takes second from Polo. Polo so badly back. There's Hauger. Hanging on. Connor Daly looking at a top 5 spot. As Kirkwood is still falling back. Now he has fallen back. Right now he's 12th. It's showing. And he's still 12th. He is fading. Ahead is Christian Rasmussen. Behind him is Scott Dixon. Former teammate, I think. I don't remember, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really into IndyCar that much, so just starting. Goff back to 4th. Will Power back here. At least you don't want to end up 1 lap down. Just don't get into that wall really hard. Otherwise, you're going to be the one that's going to pit road. That's normally going to be the rules for NASCAR, but we're going to apply this here too. Normally, if they hit the wall, they would be out. But for this, we're going to let them. If they do hit the wall really hard, that's going to be a pit road for them. Trying to get the draft. That's why they're all single file at the front stretch. Nolan Siegel back there. Got lucky with that caution coming out. Just hasn't gained positions. So he might be fading. About to reach our quarter mark of the race. 50 laps completed. Mick Schumacher still leads. Palou just 1.3 seconds behind. But he's starting to pull away from Dennis Hauger. Two DNFs. David and Lucas, it's Steven and Rob. How many DNFs are we going to have? I don't know. For my calculations, I think it's going to be 15. It might not be at least 15, but that's my probability of success. Halfway to our next pit stop. Oh, Uli Foster off track. Still in it. No caution. He stay green. But now he's going to lose a lot of time. How much time is he going to lose? I don't know. Well, there's the back of the pack. So he is right now 12 seconds behind. Normally that would be pretty bad, but since these cars in the package with ROBLOX, he could still catch back up. Normally, if you're running all by yourself, you have a good chance to pull away from the entire field. But if you're in the back, that's completely opposite. You have a good chance to gain back into the pack. A little bit of rhyme there, but you get my point. Schumacher still leads. Whoa! I think the 8 car went flying. Holy schmoly. Someone went flying. Hey, that's ROBLOX for ya. Stuff like that happens. He just went flying. He went to the moon. And all of a sudden, Gibson Six is like 10. What's that all about? I'm not sure. My eyes are hallucinating after that one. If ROBLOX didn't fix itself right there, he would have been DNF for sure. Just gotten straight up to the moon. I'm going to see more of that happen. And sometimes it'll hit the catch fence. So luckily, he didn't hit the catch fence. That could have been an instant DNF. Schumacher's losing his lead now, down to 6/10. Alger is also there as well. Connor Daly has managed to pass McLaughlin for 4th. Oh, Rosenquist just got loose. Well, Fates is starting to get a little more interested. Lee Foster is still 12 seconds behind, but he is 7 seconds behind 30th. Right now is Kirkwood. Man, he's just really struggling. led at the beginning portion of the race. Pit stops happened. He lost the lead during pit cycle. A couple cautions happened. Now he's just in the back. That's normal for sim racing. Not normal if you're an actual driver just having problems with your car. Just behind Venus VK. And there's Nolan Siegel again. Hello, just trying to find some grip to get a run on Schumacher. Trying to get the draft out of Schumacher to probably get a boost and get by him. Normally in Indycar there would be a push to pass, but we don't have that system on here. Costa gained 4/10 there, so he is slowly catching up to the back of this field. Which is really struggling on the long runs. We're going to see that a lot. Drivers are going to start getting loose the more and more we have a green flag run. As Hauger now going for second. Clear. But we'll pull low, take it back. He's right now behind Hauger. Hauger playing defensively. What happened to Simpson? Oh, he wrecked! That's a yellow! Caution's out. Oh, exit free. Wow, this is really going to change the complexity of everything. Kitten Simpson, who was in space for like a nanosecond. That's just wild. Well, everyone's going to have to pit. Because there's no way everyone's staying out. Green flag. It stops happened. A lot of changes in the field now. Yeah, what I learned is you don't want to pit in the pack. Because if you pit in the pack, you have more likely a chance to wreck. You want to be at least all by yourself within a couple of car lengths. Well, block, I don't know. It's blocks a conveyor belt, so what are you going to expect? Oh, look at this! Pato Award! Nolan Siegel! Wow! That lucky break from Nolan Siegel got him in the lead, leading at least a lap. Pato Award, bad luck turned to a great luck from that caution coming out. He is now in the mix in third, behind Kyle Collette. So now, everyone now has fuel, so the pit cycle is going to be a little different than default. So now the next pit stop's expected to be at around lap 95. Wow, what was that? That was a heavy hit there. Is that Newgarden getting the wall hard? Think so. Right now he's okay. Well, we'll keep it on track. Oh, Schumacher just hit the wall. Not really hard, though. He's just got slight contact. Man, Newgarden's really struggling now. Just can't even get past anybody. Newgarden's really going to be struggling a lot. Pato has fallen to 6. Scott Dixon up there now in third. What a move for Dixon. He had issues on pit road. Chopped him to the back of the field. Same with Paul Lowe. Oh, he gets a little loose. Tried to make a block on VK, but you don't want to block with that IndyCar. Blocking the run will probably change the complexity. Turn 3, now 3 turn forward in this mini stretch here. Ooh. Byron Ray got a little loose. Still 30 drivers left in this race. They were not even halfway, and we've seen 3 DNFs. I would have expected all the DNFs to happen at the end, but we only got 3. Who knows? We might have a 4th one coming up. Give me on the back of this field. So far, we had a couple wrecks in turns 3 and 4. We had a wreck in turn 1 with Willie Foster. Rossi really down there. Trying to gain some spots after being shuffled to the back. He's right now 26. He did gain a few spots, so he'd probably be up to 21st. But leaderboard does not update every second. It updates after the leader or the driver crosses the line. I did try to make it after a certain trigger point, but that just ruined it, so we're not doing that. Oh, Rossi got in the wall. There's Kyle Kirkwood. He's still back there. Lundgaard's back there. Helio Castroneves is back there. Joseph Newgarden, we mentioned him earlier. Just a lot of drivers not really used to be in the back when we do these. Look at that big pack. Yikes. Feels like Talladega over again when we see that bunched up. And then a big one occurs. Jeez. Dixon. Right there. Right behind Siegel now. Colette's still back there too. 2 tenths. Wow, Rossi gained a lot of spots. He's up to 19th now. So a stack up must have occurred, which forced the drivers to fall back. Wow, they are really falling back now. Yeah, they're just stuck in the outside lane. They are also stacking up. Big time fall. Kyle Kirkwood breaking out of that. Siegel loses the lead and Scott Dixon on funny number lap 69. Nice. Felix Rosenquist has fallen back to 30th. Up front from the beginning of the race, but that has not really found the speed that we expected from Rosenquist. Oh, Lord, I can't straighten myself out. My back is really killing me lately. 07 back. Send prayers. Not really. Pato back up the third, passing Colette. Now he's going to try to get by his teammate, Nolan Siegel. Pato back there in 5th, about to be passed by McLaughlin. Schumacher's back there too in 11th. After leading before we got into the second cycle of pit road. Now it's really changed how this race is going to be. Kyle Kirkwood up to 20th. Hauger has lost a lot of spots since the restart. He's back to 19th. But that's pretty normal for sim racing. So he probably just got a bad start. He did got up in the outside lane heading to turn 1 and restart. So that's probably why he lost a lot of spots. And now he's still slipping. Now he's just settled in the 19th. It's Kyle Kirkwood is going to try to make a pass on him. Dixon has lost the lead to Nolan Siegel. And Siegel's pulling away. McLaughlin up the third. Kyle Collette. He's fallen to fourth. I mean, sixth. Well, yeah, he was fourth earlier. I just looked at the leaderboard and it says fourth, but he's fallen to sixth now. Oh, well, Mongo John was up there in the top 10. Now he's fallen all the way back to 16th. And that Kyle Busch tribute. Throughout what we're going to do for NASCAR Sim Racing again, we're going to do something for Kyle Busch. You'll probably see it when we post the video about it. It's going to be something special for honoring Kyle Busch. I am surprised that not many drivers got like 4-star pit road. Will happen, but it's not really likely. Some tracks have that, like Richmond, obviously. We get to see that a lot in Phoenix. I'm starting to think we should try out tracks that we have never done in sim racing, or have barely done. Like Kansas, we haven't done Indy in a while. Like what we're doing right now. Other tracks like Texas is a good one. And this is a part of my old former league that I shut down. The funding in it got really terrible. I've been planning on doing a new league. If you're up for it, sign up will be in the description of this video. It's been up for like a while because I'm just not used to seeing anyone just not really want to be interested in it. But if I'm going to do more content of this, I think you might want to give it a shot. Something I might want to do in the future again. After 2 years? Yeah, I think it's been 2 years since I've done it. McLaughlin has gone by Siegel for second. Old Carpenter, wow, team owner of the ECR. ECR edge is really on point. We're close to halfway. Oh my, this has been a long race so far. A lot happening. We're about to have pit stops in about 17 to 18 laps. Around lap 95 is expected to be like pit stops. So if you want to pit, you probably want to pit by yourself. You don't want to be really risky and moving. Especially when you're next to another driver trying to exit pit road. Don't want to have that. The McLaren's first, second, and 21st for Lundgaard. And 27th for... Oh my god, just said another name. Like, what am I doing? This willpower has gone on the wall a bit, but not really effective. Alright, we're gonna have another wreck before pit cycles. That would also change everything. All in the top 5. Both AJ Ford cars in the top 10. Half-Leg Leg is an AJ Ford machine, but that's technically an Alliance team. AO Alliance? Shout out to Nags for that. Oh, I was like, I really can't think of what else to think about because normally my brain instantly thinks of what I want to say, but sometimes my brain shuts down, and it often really happens a lot. I tend to overthink myself. I don't really likes to hang out against the wall. That's not a good spot if you are wanting to hold on to the lead. Oh! Yikes! Well, he just lost the lead right there. I really just jinxed Paddle Award like that. Can we get a jinx counter right now? I feel like I've jinxed a lot of stuff in this video already. Like, well, let me guess. There's gonna be a wreck right now. Probably not because, well, it's unpredictable. But Pato has lost the lead to Nolan Siegel. So Pato is going to have to try to stay behind Siegel. Just try to get somewhat of a slipstream going. Some draft. And hope he makes a mistake. That's what Siegel got. Pato was forced to be in. Yeah, put some pressure in him. Make him do more work. See, not a lot. Force the mistake on them. Make it heated up with pressure. Now Pato's right there, but he just doesn't have to run right now. But like behind, oh, Siegel got in the wall a bit, and he's gonna lose more spots. And he's just gonna be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, wow, back to 4th of that. McLaughlin right there behind Pato. Up to 2nd. He's a 10th behind, and we got Scott Dixon with a run. Wow, what a race for the lead. If this was the final lap, that would be very pog. Dixon now leads the Indy 500. Paul Lowe has gotten by Siegel for 4th. Might take 3rd for Pato. As Scott Dixon now starts to pull away from the leaders. They are really battling out here now. The Fiends are really getting heated up now up front. Top 5 battling for position. Eventually, one of them's going to really make a big mistake and wreck. Pato with a run. Clears McLaughlin. Now we'll Polo do the same. McLaughlin down the inside. And he'll not clear. Sticks behind Pato Award. What a battle up front for these top 5 drivers. As McLaughlin just watches behind. Nolan Siegel hanging on to 4th right now from Paulo. If they keep battling like this, we're going to see a big, massive run from the driver behind them. As Ed Carpenter wants to get into this battle. Kyle Collette right there. Marcus Armstrong, Satoru Fucci. Well, Marcus John, top 10. Back in the field. 6.5 seconds back. They're just chilling. They're not getting aggressive or anything. Kyle Kirkwood has recovered. Up to 14th, but he hasn't really gone to the front. As with Dennis Hauger and Mick Schumacher. McLaughlin. Oh! Dixon made a mistake. McLaughlin got a big run. Now takes the lead. Now McLaughlin's controlling this field. About to head to the next cycle of pit stops in about 7-8 laps. Around lap 95 is expected for our next green flag run of pit stops. As this the battle here, Team McLaren drivers and the Ganassi drivers for second. This is just insane when we're seeing this Indianapolis 500. The sim edition, aka blocks on conveyor belts. Been like this for a long time. I've been doing this since, I think, well, 2020 is when I started my old league. I think since 2019 I've been doing this. Yeah, I really like the sim racing style, and it has improved throughout the past years. And now Pato is starting to fall back. I think he's given up on this battle. Same with Siegel. I think they're done and want to start saving some fuel. Especially for the end of the run. Well, Dixon might have gotten in the wall a bit. Paul right there, behind Dixon. Getting some draft. Yeah, there you go. Paul up to second. But now Nolan Siegel's back in this mix. He has taken third from Dixon. Pato's just chilling back there, waiting for a mistake from one of those drivers. And it can happen. Oh, there goes Rossi back there. I think that was Rasmussen. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's just aiming back there. They're getting antsy too. Pato just lost fifth from Ed Carpenter. Pato's starting to fade back. But he just got by him. No, he's probably just wanted to take a little break from this battle. And will he try to save a big run? Who knows? Pato Ward could really change everything. No one else can change everything? A caution. That can happen. And we might get one during this next cycle of pit stops, which can really change everything. If we do get a caution during the cycle of pit stops, well, that just changes everything. Nick Carpenter is now just trying to be a part of this battle. We got 7th, 8th, and 9th right there of Kyle Collette, Santino Fucci, and Marcus Armstrong. Ross ends up in the top 10. Oh, he just got loose there. Just jinxed him. Good job. Man, the jinx counter today just really going up lately. It never ends. I'm always the one that jinxes a lot of drivers. Especially in my old NASCAR videos. Which you're probably not going to see because, yeah. Otto's gaining on Nolan Siegel. But now we got Ed Carpenter in this battle. This actually looks like what we usually see in the Indy 500. No wrecks yet. Lee Foster's going to pit. And Dennis Hauger. Yeah, on that 94, lap 95, we're going to see some pit stops. Someone might take a gamble and stay out, but I don't think you want to stay out right now. Oh, Siegel got a little loose in the free. That's going to allow Ed Carpenter to get by Pato and Nolan Siegel. Ooh, that's going to be pretty huge for that. Oh, Grosjean got loose as Hauger pits. Same with Louis Foster. Both of them on pit road right now. Will they actually make it through pit cycle? We'll have to keep an eye on the drivers in pit lane. It looks like we're going to see more drivers. McLaughlin's going to stay out another lap. Dixon and Polo are going to be in. So Nolan Siegel's going in. Oh no, it's gonna stay on. Actually, oop, I hit the wrong button. Good job of doing this when putting that help in the bottom right. I can see a lot of drivers pitting. This could be bad if they exit pit road. We might see a big wreck. Better keep an eye on the exit pit road. Because we could see a wreck. Everyone else is going to pit. So the 8 drivers that have not pitted will pit this time. This is really separated from the field. Alright, keep it on course. There goes Dennis Hauger. Alright, well, they're actually doing pretty well this time. No, okay, never mind. Okay, but this is short. Okay, well, if I can notice it very quickly, I can get them back on course. But if it's like at least probably too long, then I'll have to throw the caution. But if it's like noticeable, yeah. What I should do from now on is keep an eye on pit road, especially Indianapolis. If they're gonna be on this like short shoot, if they do wreck, well, if I notice it, then. If I can enable to get them back on course in time, then yes, they're back in it. Oh! That's Kyle Kirkwood! Oh no! Kirkwood, a mistake! Man, that's gonna put him all the way back in 29th. Who ended up with the big gain at pit road? Well, still McLaughlin in the lead, but any positions changed from this? Dixon second? Well, Dennis Hauger up to 10th now. Pitting early might be the strat. As Jacob Abel is now 15 seconds behind the leader. Well, that could have been worse for Jacob. Because if I didn't notice he was off the track there, that could have been the end of his day. It would have ended up with a caution. But these drivers are really racing like they are really about to wreck. The top 2 have started to pull away from Paulo. That's Siegel and Carpenter. Pato is about to be in a battle between the AJ Fort machines of Ferrucci and Colette. Well, Pato's better start getting some ground on them. Otherwise, we'll never know what will happen. Everything's happening at once. Like, literally, there's too much stuff to even think. No one can change everything. A caution. Oh, as soon as it's a caution, we get Cash Nevis falling back. But hey, that's not a jinx. That's just a coincidence. It is a Kyle Kirkwood. He wasn't that far back, so he's probably going to be back in this race. But he's going to be deep in the field now. Right now, he's 29th. 7.9 seconds behind McLaughlin. And Abel is 15 seconds back. But if Kyle Kirkwood can get back in this lead draft, well, I don't know why I say draft. It's literally IndyCar. What's draft gonna matter? It's not a super speedway. Yeah, Kirkwood just lost a little bit of time there. He is only 1.2 seconds back from Foster, who is 28th. But he can still get there as Dixon now really bad. Look at that. He and McLaughlin pull into a 2-second advantage over Paulo. But now, as we cross the yard of bricks, we are now officially halfway through this Indy 500. 250 miles to go. On one of the greatest races in the whole world. Otto is really struggling on the long runs. He is still in 6th, trying to stay ahead of the AJ Fort machine cars. Marcus Armstrong now up there, and then we got Dennis Hauger, who got an amazing pit stop. He was the first to pit, and now he's up to 10th. What a move for Hauger. Top 10. But you may want to be up in the top 3. Podium finish. As you see, the 51 just all by himself. 15 seconds behind. He will not go a lap down unless he makes another mistake, but he'll probably stay on the lead lap as it takes roughly about 40 to 45 seconds per lap. I don't know, that's my guess. I think it might be around 50 seconds. Who knows? I never really get to test that. Is starting to fall back. McLaughlin is really starting to pull away from Dixon. What Dixon needs right now is his teammate Polo. But, however, he is 2 seconds back from him. So how is he going to get that? Oh, McLaughlin just made a mistake. So how is Dixon going to have his teammate Polo up there? The answer is we probably don't want to make a mistake. You want to see them race it out. And if one of them starts to pull away, they might catch up to the leader. As now Pato Ward has fallen back to 8th. Might fall back to 10th here. Yep, there he goes. Pato struggling. Falls back to 10th. The long ones are just not on his side right now. The long ones are really getting to Marcus Ericsson right now. He's really gained a lot of spots since that restart. And Pato might lose another position to Renus Vega. He is right there too. Also, hold on one sec. We're going to do a jump cut here. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I just had to take a little break off the chair. It was starting to hurt me and my... I don't know. There's the 51 all the way back there. If you saw that, just let me know in the comments below. Tell me that from that point of the video, I can see the 51 just chugging along back there, trying to gain in position if I can. Some time would definitely be a matter. Look at this. Kirkwood is back in the mix now. Rasmussen has been struggling in the long runs too. Dixon's car might finally be done. Trying to get back up to McLaughlin. As McLaughlin's now starting to pull away. About 5 tenths. Nope, now 6 tenths. Probably 8 tenths. 9 tenths. Alright, well, I don't know the math here, but that ain't right. And the rest of the field is just nowhere to be seen. Well, except right there. Yeah, 2.5 seconds back to Nolan Siegel, who just took 3rd. And then another second back to Kyle Collette. And then just the back of the field, 15 seconds to Abel, who really could use a caution. Dennis Hauger makes a move. Takes 6 away from Kyle Collette. Hauger's really got the long run speed right now. Can he get up to Paulo now, who's the next driver in line for position? But you do not want to be in that outside lane. Now goes just up to 8th. Pato is back up inside the top 10. Oh, it's the 4, Colette. Aussie there. McSchumacher's there. Romagn's Jean. Fuji's falling back to 14th. And we got Connor Daly up there. 15th in this battle. For what I call 6. And then there's 16th. Right now, Takuma Sato and Ericsson are battling out. We have right now 29 drivers in this draft. 30th is Abel. He's still in the lead lap, though. Just 15 seconds behind Laughlin. Not in risk of going a lap down, but a caution could definitely save him. Kirkwood could also use another yellow, too. He was leading it before the first pit stops. Now, he just hasn't been really getting lucky. He did gain a few positions back, but he had a mistake on pit road. And that was wrecking. Not out of the race, though, because, of course, I didn't notice the wreck, but it's just unfortunate to see Kyle Kirkwood being so far back. But now we got another set of pit stops happening shortly. Well, probably halfway to the next one. Which is around lap 120, I believe. And now, if this does keep up, the next one will be around lap 155 and then 190. So we got 3 more pit stops precisely. If we don't have a yellow. Pretty much clean since Gifted Simpson's wreck. Oh, look at this. Kirkwood's past Louis Foster. So Kirkwood gains a position after that mishap on pit road. So he actually is having a fast car. We just haven't seen it on the long runs, obviously. Normally we see the short runs, but the long runs are going to matter for the winner. Abel doesn't have a long running car. He is just almost 16 seconds back. Dixon not falling back. He is back up to 4/10 now for McLaughlin. Seagull and Below slightly getting on the 2 leaders, but we just haven't seen them work together. Well, I mean, they're not even the same same manufacturers. Nope. Harper there 5th. Pato's back up to 6th after fading back to like 12th. Hauger now up to 7th. All right, let's see what Hauger does. Okay. Dennis Hauger. The lawn ones are now getting up to Hauger. After being shuffled to the back. Gordon's still in the back. He just hasn't had any luck yet. Just doesn't have the speed to get to the front. Up to 21st. And he just got passed by, well, he did get passed by Will Power, so 22nd. Might lose another spot through Losenquist, 23rd, who is also struggling on the long runs. So how long can McLaughlin hold his lead from Scott Dixon, who is now down to 2/10? McLaughlin gained a little there. Well, at least 2/10 right there. So McLaughlin gained 100th there. Not really a big gain. McLaughlin. Still a big battle back here. Kind of unfortunate we see all these drivers packed up. And it's a 51 all the way back here. No wreck since the pit stop. Kind of wild, rare occurrence. We only have 2 wrecks on pit road. Well, McLucas was out from the pits, but that was when I just didn't notice McLucas earlier. Took too long for me to even notice, so he ended up out. First one of the day. Oh, look at this. Scott Dixon. Right there. Clear. Leader Scott Dixon takes it back at 117. Wait, no, wait. I kind of lied about the pit stop cycle. We're probably going to see our next pit cycle at 130. And then if this train continues, we might have a fuel mileage run to the end. If we do end up staying green, because it'll take at least 165 and then 200 will be our final pit stop. And that's going to be bad for all these drivers who have to make it on fuel. We might end up having a fuel mileage run to the end. If there's a caution now, that's going to change the perplexity of this race. McLaughlin takes back the lead. Wilkins gaining now. Siegel pulling away. Same with Ed Carpenter. Paul Lowe is struggling. I'm going to pass by Colette. Back to 8th though, but he still has the long run speed. Probably try to hang in there. Not making a mistake. So far so good for Dennis Auger. Up in 8th place. Pulling off Marcus Armstrong. Never mind. Armstrong got a big run right there. Dixon and McLaughlin really battling out for the lead. If this keeps happening, Siegel might eventually get there. Dixon now leads. Barely for McLaughlin. Swapping position. They're able to gain a second there. But now he's only 5.5 seconds back from Kirkwood. So you see more separation throughout the field. What an Indy 500 so far. It's just been crazy. But now it's starting to settle down. But not these two right now. They're not settled. They're fighting. McLaughlin and Dixon are battling for the lead. Yeah, you want to have control when pit stops happen. Now that's what happens within the next 10 laps aroundish, because they're gonna have the pit very shortly. We might see someone end up winning by fuel. Yeah, you probably don't want to be wasting on that fuel. Screen need to start saving fuel. But these two are just not. They don't know Nolan Siegel's right there. He is behind them and he is gaining. Hey, Carpenter is still hanging on for 4th from Polo. Kirkwood. Starting to gain some spots a little bit, but just not really having the pace to get to the leaders. He's only 8.5 seconds back from the leader. Yeah, he needs a yell. On display, I don't think he's going to get there. Unless we see some long run speed for that 27 Andretti. Kirkwood up to 25th. Hey, on the leaderboard, volume's going down. Thank goodness. Alger has gone to 6, so hopefully that long run speed will get to Palou. You know, Kyle Collette is really right there, though. Collette wants 6 back. Same with Pato, but Pato is usually struggling sometimes with his handling. Then we got Marcus Armstrong back there. 10th is Venus VK. $13. Look at that. So the 51's actually gained some time. Speaking of time, well, we're probably going to end this under daylight, but if we do end up having a track that doesn't have any lights around it, we'll definitely have our Avert rule at a certain time of day. We'll end the race. But right now, we're probably going to go green to the end. Doesn't matter what time it is. There's only 2 right now. My time, obviously. Right now, you can see it above the leaders, 2. No wrecks. Really? Are you serious? We haven't had a wreck since pit road. I am surprised. Also, I hit the green flag button just in case. McLaughlin and Dixon still really battling out for the lead. McLaughlin has more fuel than Dixon. Dixon really used up a lot of fuel. But normally, if you're second, you should be saving fuel. But Dixon faded back a little bit, and he had to burn up some of the fuel. Now McLaughlin's really gonna lose the lead here. Oh no, he's hanging on. Well, Nolan Siegel though, he's only a second now behind those 2. Hanging on there. As we go up to our next pit cycle. Dennis Hauger is probably going to be the first to pit. Yep. Dixon's going to stay out. So this did work last time with Dennis Hauger in pit wheel. He gained a lot of track position being first to pit. Will that happen again? We'll find out right now. And if we do end up getting a caution, well, that's just GG for that. Also, lag. Ah, here we go. Pit stops happening. Hauger coming in. Anyone follows? Foster's in. Abel's in. These are the first 2 who pitted 2 before pit cycle. So we get some aerial coverage. These 2 are still battling out for the lead. We're going to be right here if we do end up... Look at that, Dixon's in. Carpenter's in, Kyle Collette, Paul Ward. Jack Harvey's in too. Now what about exiting pit road? Hauger, Foster, and Abel is about to go a lap down for McLaughlin. But we know McLaughlin's going to have to pit. They're hanging on right now. Alright. Let's see how far back it actually was. Yeah, 40 seconds. That was close. Oh, no wreck. No wreck there. So far, so good. No wrecks on the exit pit road. That's good. Pretty good for all these drivers. No wrecks. If you get then you have two cars crashing, that's gonna be a different story. So how this cycle? I think Dixon might take the lead. Yeah, Dixon takes the lead in that pit cycle. McLaughlin got a little slow pit stop there. Wow, look at that. Clean pit stops. No incidents whatsoever. That's what you want to see in a pit stop right there. Right now, Dixon ends up with the lead. Cycling to the front. Siegel and Carpenter, Paulo. 6 is still Hauger, so he did, again, pitted early. No real big gains from all these drivers. But now we can still get a wreck and have a caution. We've been green since, I think it was lap 60. Pato just got twofer, up to 6th place for Pato. Now can he run now, Paulo? See a lot more separation now off that pit cycle. Auger, not really backing down. He really wants that lead. No, actually, he really wants the position, not the lead. What am I saying? But Pato still holding it off. Whoa, Auger got really loose. Oh, wow, the game's really lagging. Oh, there's 10 seconds already from the leader. Dixon's not pulling away from McLaughlin. In fact, McLaughlin stayed within Dixon. Yeah, look at that. Dixon's the one burning a lot of fuel now. McLaughlin's starting to save it. Is that Carpenter? Let's go back to this battle right here for 6. Pato, Ward, Kyle Collette, and Dennis Auger. 2 rookies in that battle. Where's the other rookie, you might ask? I don't know. Where you think? Right now, who was the other rookie? I don't remember. Oh, Schumacher's 15th. Auger has the spot now for 6. Can he hold it off? Only got 65 laps to go. We still got possibly 1 or 2 more pit stops, but the end might be a little bit more of a scary part because the Indy might end up having drivers running out of fuel. Max save mode is activated. What you want to hope is an offset caution later on this green flag run. Like it really changed everything. Someone's dropping back a lot. Rosenquist is really struggling. Graham Rahal is also struggling too. He is falling back to 28th. He was like in the top 20 for a second. I remember. Carpenter now in 3rd. Ooh, really changing the stuff here. Now on the podium finishing position right now. of Nolan Seal. Man, they are really far ahead from Kyle Collette. Yeah, they're about 3 seconds behind. This is a battle for 6. They are really far back. So practically, the top 5 have a shot to win right now, but that's going to come all to fuel management. But right now, Kyle Collette is going to have to try to gain some time. Unless we get a caution. Like I said, caution can happen. We just haven't seen it with this long run. Really rare to see that. Oh, Newgarden's really struggling now. Back to 27th. And Rosenquist is back to 29th. Crawford's still right behind Dixon. Masato in the top 10. Dixon doesn't want McLaughlin to get by him when it's down to the wire. So that's going to fuel mileage run that we could possibly see. Hauger slipped back to 10. So maybe the long run speed is coming to an end for Dennis Hauger. It was one of the names that could potentially win this race, but no, that has changed. The odds are not in his favor. Oh! We got a caution! Someone just wrecked. I saw that. Oh, it's Venus VK. What a oof. DNF. Well, now this is good. Okay, I saw that. Well, this is good for everybody, especially Abel in the 51. But now that everyone can pit, that means we won't have a fuel mileage race to the end. I went back. These drivers are really hard to line up, especially with free wide. But that's normal. Green flag back out. We got 59 laps to go. Astrid Neves leads to the line. As Nolan Siegel. Oh no! Wow! Early caution again. Take it off for Nolan Siegel to wreck again. DNF. Wow! Now this is when the cautions are coming back. Okay, well. Alright, back green. Wow, this is gonna take a while. We're never gonna finish this race if we're gonna get another caution. Oh, what happened to Polo? Where's that at? Oh! What has happened to Alex Polo? Wow, we went to the restart now. What happened to Polo? That's kind of an unfortunate situation. Well, I didn't realize he even wrecked there. Came back to get the green flag, John. Well, and I just see a sitting Alex Polo. Now he's going to go 2 laps down, which is bad. Now, I'm not an IndyCar expert, but I don't think you get free passes in IndyCar. So he's probably going to be stuck 2 laps down unless he gets lucky with a yellow. And then he could probably try to get back in the front of this field. Right now, he's leading by Marcus Armstrong. Oh, Paddle really struggled there. Oh, no. Wow. More drivers out of contention. Actually, right now, yeah, Alex Paul is just one lap down. But a yellow can help Paulo, but that would be not good because he's still going to be one lap down. What even happened to him? I didn't even notice he wrecked on the backstretch at the end of turn 4. That's an unusual wrecked spot. I guess my eyes are just dying today, honestly. Well, let's just see how this run goes. Oh, there goes Kirkwood. Kirkwood's gained spots back, so hopefully he can get back up front. And now it's Christian Lundgaard. Scott Dixon's third right now. Christian Masterson's up there. We know he's good on short ovals, but this is just different. McLaughlin got a terrible pit stop. Now he's cycled to the back of this field. And it's just chaos. So curious how Polo wrecked. Too bad I don't have another camera angle, but he didn't wreck over here. Right now, Polo is 28th. One lap down. Kind of unfortunate turn of events with Polo. But good news is Polo has fuel. So if everyone else does pit, he gets a caution, he's back in it. No, that will, although, offset his fuel window, though. Armstrong, Lundgaard, Dixon, Daly, Schumacher's up there in top 5. Oh, Jacob Abel. He was like 15 seconds behind 1 point. Now he's up to 6. Wow. 7th right now, actually. Man, I can't do math, honestly. I might have to learn my math skills again. I used to be a good math guy, but now I'm just kind of not a big brainer. Oh, big wall, big hitting the wall from McLaughlin. McLaughlin's still struggling. I mean, Newgard, man. I shouldn't be doing this video if I wouldn't make mistakes like that. But hey, that's normal for people like me. YouTubers do that too. Who knows? About to reach 50 laps to go. We got one more pit cycle coming up. Actually, I think I got 1 or 2 more. Allier's struggling now. He is all the way back at 20th. Five DNFs. 1 lap driver. That's Polo. I'm not sure what happened to Polo. Alright. Next time we're gonna make sure the track is ready and all drivers are back at starting gate. And I was gonna have a miscue like what happened to Polo. Like Connor Daly trying to make a move on Rasmussen. Oh, he is. Rosenquist is there too. Both the teammates for Venus VK and Stingray Rob are done. 1 Penske driver's out, 1 McLaren driver's out, 1 Chip Ganassi driver's out. Chip Ganassi drivers are not doing well. McLaughlin Newgarden back there. Only one of them is doing well for Ganassi is McLaughlin. The other one is 1 lap down, 28th. That's Polo. There are 3 McLarens. Lungard is third. Ryan Ray is 17th, and Paddle's just struggling at 20th. But again, this will all change if we do end up getting another caution. Especially with McLaughlin, who led a lot. And this could end up helping Polo as well. Who's one lap down. That's not forced. That's on me not knowing that he wrecked, but sometimes that happens. Especially in past videos. Past times I've done a sim race. That's normal for me. So can't complain about that. And if there's complaints about it, I'm not even gonna bother talking to you. Story of my life. Hauger's really struggling now. The short runs are not really his strong suit, but the long runs seem to help him. Paddle's up to 19th. That's not really what he wanted to be. Dixon's not going to pull it away. Look at Jack Harvey up there with his teammate, Daly. Who's that getting on the line? Sauger. Yeah, Auger's 23rd. Low, one lap down. Just trying his best to get lucky for a caution. Ooh, almost had that one here with Colette. Some wiggle there. He was open, but not today. Now, I should say. I would just imagine New Garden making a comeback just to win. Nah, that's not probably going to happen, but that might. Who knows? It's simulation. Anyone can win if you're still at it. Polo? No. Anyone else who's out? No. You have to wait till next race. Too bad, so sad. That's normal for everybody. Nick Schumacher in top 5. Oh, Luke got loose. He's going to lose third. Jack Harvey. Might lose another one to Schumacher. Rosenquist really back in it now. He's in the top 7. Making off good lap times right now. We're about to see pit stops happen around lap 175. Yeah, then we're going to have a 25 lap green flag run, hopefully. To end off this race. Dixon leads. Eric's up. Armstrong second. Man, I can't really think today. I keep switching Ericsson and Armstrong because they both have Marcus in their name. Man, they were only slightly different. Ed Carpenter is really bumpy right now. Look at him. Oh my god. Like, just literally getting loose. Rambo Frucci in 27th, the last one on the lead lap. Never mind, McLaughlin. Man, McLaughlin's really struggling now. That caution is not what he wanted. Battle for the lead. We got Armstrong right behind Scott Dixon. Oh, bump. And the run. Clears. Yes. He's right up ahead of Dixon. Yeah, new leader Armstrong back up front. Look at Scott Dixon. Have a run on him and take back the lead. Yep, there he goes. And now if this keeps happening, Christian Lundgaard might like stumble up upon them and get the run. It will take, but now Armstrong's fading. Daly up the third. Okay, big move for Daly. So we see out Daly up front. Connor Daly up the third. Lundgaard in fourth. Rosenquist in fifth. Hillel still one lap down. I don't know why I'm thinking about making an automatic scrolling for the leaderboard, but that's kind of bad because they might scroll upon them during the automatic scrolling, but no, we'll have to plan that in the future. Below has at least probably like 3 or 4 lap fresher tires than everyone else. Oh, he is very far back. Still no wrecks, but we are now less than 40 laps to go to end this Indy 500. Oh, Rosenquist! Hold on. Don't take yourself out of contention. You are up to 4th place. You cannot throw. Well, it is not good for you as Armstrong takes back the lead from Scott Dixon, who's been the man of the hour. Well, 2 hours. Ooh, Rossi. Well, Dixon's not really giving up now. Dixon really wants that lead back. I'm shot up high. Dixon with a run. Can he take it? No. Armstrong the block. Oh, Armstrong gets loose. Almost ended up in the wall. Good old Connor Daly to take it to second. Daly could be the spoiler for these two. He's been fast. Oh, contact. Oh, they're still going at it. As we approach our threshold for a final pit stop. Caution right now. Everyone's going to pit. Because there are 35 laps to go. And McLaughlin's really struggling. No. Polo's still chugging along. He's just 1 lap down. Ooh. Armstrong really badly from Dixon. Tap. Small tap. Another tap. More tapping there. Wow, they're really banging on each other. Normally that'd be a penalty. Right here, it's sim racing. There's no penalty. Creating the lead. Ericsson back in the lane. Up. Armstrong. I'm gonna remind myself. From now on, I'm gonna make the 66 Marcus Ericsson and the 28 Marcus Armstrong. I'm gonna keep mixing up the names. That's been a common theme for me throughout this video. It's just all back in 23rd. How did I mix that up? Oh, Daly. Let's go further back with Graham Rahal. Generally 17th. Byron Ray's moving up. He's up inside the top 10. Same with Kyle Kirkwood. Recovered after that mishap on pit road. Got shuffled back. Hold on, and these two are still going at it. Dixon leads again, but Armstrong's right behind him. Bump. No bump. You'll let him have it. No bump. Dixon back up front. Oh, there was a bump. But that cost Armstrong back. Oh. The Armstrong got to run in two, and he takes it again. Bump. Run. Bump. Using the draft. And this could allow Connor Daly to get up there and try to get by these two before pit cycle starts. Because everyone will have to pit one last time. Oh, Dixon. Oh, now it's side by side. Armstrong got the run there and clears Dixon again. And really badly. Oh, Dixon with the slipstream takes it back. Armstrong not giving up. In the wall. Into Dixon. Side by side in the free. And Dixon clears again. Slips ahead in front of Armstrong. They're just trading the lead, like, over and over again. This will really change when we get pit stops happening. I mean, they're still side by side, and then Armstrong back up front. He has the inside. Pushes Dixon up the track. Now Dixon with the run on the inside. Run. Back to the front. Block Armstrong. Oh, a little squirrely there for Dixon, but he hangs on. Lundgaard battling for fourth. There's a good still up for fourth. Alright, back up front. Dixon. Oh, block. Run. Up for Armstrong. Daly's gaining. Daly's gaining. He's right there. Armstrong's falling back a bit. Probably saving some fuel now. Armstrong in the bottom. Big gun. Armstrong in the bottom. Takes it back. But Dixon with the run. Bang! Bang! Another one! Oh, wow, they are really banging each other. Dixon not giving up. He's been at this for a while. That's just why Marcus Armstrong might just have to accept that Dixon's faster than him. And he's just going to land by. But now that's bad for Daly because he lost the 2/10. So that. No wrecks yet, but one of these two might wreck. Ooh, look at Dixon all in the bottom of the track. Locking Armstrong when we're on. But they're going to pit shortly. Connor Daly pits first. Whoa! Is that Hauger? Yeah, it's Hauger that got a little bit in the air. Alright, Connor Daly in. We should keep an eye on pits. As Armstrong and Dixon are still battling out for the lead. That's just wild to see. Palou will stay out for a little bit, but I don't think it's really going to last him that long. If he stays out during pit cycles and he ends up on the lead lap, that's huge. Alright, no mistakes here from everybody. Dixon and Rosenquist stay out for another lap. As Armstrong lost a little bit of time on pit stop. Whoa, big one for Lundgaard. That might be a penalty. He was speeding. Looked like he was speeding on pit. Well, that's probably going to be a penalty. And that will be a penalty for Lundgaard. He was speeding. No casualties. All right, Lundgaard will have to make a pass-through penalty. Oh, Scott Dixon's also speeding. Oh. This is going to change a lot. Dixon caught for speeding. Lundgaard's doing it again, man. He's really wobbly on pit road. Look at that. Yeah, look how big of a lead Dixon has. That's another penalty. Palou's on the lead lap for a bit. He's 41 seconds back. There's Lundgaard. Alright, Dixon said he's not speeding. Lundgaard will have to come in again. He sped again, man. Lundgaard's just really throwing his chances to win now. Also, Palou's going to pit this time. If he gets a caution right now, this is going to save him. I know there's no yellow. Alright, how's Lundgaard? Alright, he's not speeding this time. Wow. That might have been why Hauger got such a good pit stop. He might have been speeding on pit road. Right now, these two are not speeding. So Dixon ends up one lap down after all this. Lundgaard 2 laps down. Like she's 1 lap down right now. Dixon remains on the lead lap. But he is 20 seconds behind for speeding. Man, how did I not notice they could speed on pit road at Indy? Well, we're going to have to keep an eye on that from now on. Now it's going to be between Armstrong and Daly, unless we get a yellow. But they're separated by half a second. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on the speed on pit road. That's going to be a beneficial. Lundgaard's 1 lap down. He is in this battle. If he can get to the leaders, that will be huge. If he can get around them. Because he and Paul are the only ones a lap down. Nab for speeding. That is insane. Especially in a sim race. You never see them speed on pit road. This is just a rare moment to see in a sim race. Especially in Indianapolis. That's just cool. You do not want to be speeding. 20 laps to go now. Scott Dixon, penalized for speeding, ruined his chances to win the Indianapolis 500. But it's not over yet. There could still be a caution. I can change everything. We'll probably have to look at the track and see why they're speeding. I bet you they're just on two separate conveyor belts and one of them was just faster than another. So we'll have to keep an eye on that again. The only thing that can save Dixon right now is a caution. He is right now 19 seconds behind the leaders. Daly is falling back. He's already down to half a second. Now he's slipping. This could end up being the win for Armstrong. Lundgaard will not be pleased if he doesn't get by the leaders. Here's Dixon. I'll give him out willpower there. He looked like he was gonna. Yeah, of course. Ooh, Daly might have a run here. Down to three quarters now of a second. Someone wrecked back there? No. I've always saw like a white car just crashed in the exit turn 4, but that might have been just my imagination. Alright, Daly down to 4/10 now. He really needs to get a big run on Armstrong to try to take the lead and probably win the Indianapolis 500. Rosenquist is fading though, but that could be important for Lundgaard. He gains another spot in car position, not main position. Daly is right there. Rasmussen gained on pit road. He's up to 4th now. And this has just not been a race for Joseph Newgarden. Oh, the 51! Wow, really on the near the apron of the track. Would have been bad. Now everyone can make it on fuel. So we're not going to have a pit stop anymore. There is no overtime in Indycar. Oh, Paddle just lost a lot of spots. Oh, Scott Dixon's not one lap now. He was speeding on pit road. That's why he ended up in 26. 19 and a half seconds back from what he was originally battled for the lead with Marcus Armstrong. But now, he needs to yell. And Christian Lundgaard got caught speeding twice. And Polo, he just wrecked during the restart. He just wrecked during the restart. He had a mechanical failure. Ooh, Jack Harvey top 5. Big gain there. Now if Scott Dixon wrecks, that's just going to be worst case scenario. And if Lundgaard wrecks, that's just, nah, terrible. Terrible Polo. Lundgaard being passed by Schumacher. Not even racing position, but for if it's under a restart, that could be huge for Lundgaard to try to get around the leader. And a caution comes out. Yeah, changes it. I know, 27th, 1 lap down. 13 laps to go. Daly's closing in. Conadary right there and Marcus Armstrong. This is going to be a one heck of a return to YouTube to remember. Oh, Daly right there, side by side. Here we go. This is going to be a repeat. Deja vu of what happened to Armstrong Dixon. And now it's Daly instead of Dixon. In front. Takes the lead. Clear. Now will there be a run from Armstrong? Oh! Catherine leg got really loose. Almost hit that wall really hard. Don't want to hit that wall hard. We haven't had anyone get pitted for a wall here yet. Y'all lucky that hasn't happened yet. Marcus Armstrong trying to find some draft Daly. Daly trying to break up the draft. Armstrong falls back slightly. Now the time differential is by 4/10. And 2 seconds back is to Rosenquist, who is, whoa, really on the edge of wrecking right now. Hang on there. And Schumacher really had a wild ride. Managed to keep it under control. I'm surprised by Schumacher. And they really want to wreck right now. Because they know they're running out of time. And the caution could change this race. Right now, Conor Daly leads. Heading to 10 laps to go. Man, this race has gotten interesting. 10 to go. Didn't expect Conor Daly to be a competitor to the very end. But he was up there for a while, but I just haven't really seen him get up that close. Oh, wow, Marcus Ericsson made a mistake. Got on the wall. And that's really going to push him back slightly. There's Grosjean. Hey, now he goes a lag. Yeah, I can't trust the lag sometimes. Conor Daly hanging on for dear life. Fuel not a factor anymore. It's all about who has the track position. Schumacher's in third for a podium finish. Trying to hang on from Rosenquist. But Rosenquist edging Schumacher right now. Armstrong really gaining a little bit right there. Not a half a second though, but he's going to have to get some extreme draft out of Daly. What Daly and Armstrong do not want to see right now is a caution. That will change everything. And that will allow Scott Dixon to try to compete for the win as well. He's 20 seconds back. Dixon really needs a caution. After speeding on pit road, that's just insane to see that happen at Indy. Schumacher and Rosenquist are battling for a podium finish. That's why it's important. Rosenquist edging out Schumacher right now. Is that a wrecked car in the back? Again, I keep thinking that's a wrecked car. It's just a white line. Man. That's going to throw me off a lot. Still have a second back. 2 seconds back from Schumacher. He's third. Trying to hang on. Conor Daly ahead of Armstrong. For just half a second. Intense race for the win. Five to go. In the Indianapolis 500. 26 lead lap drivers, including Scott Dixon's speeding car, who has really not gained on the pack. He has been struggling on handling. Christian Lundgaard and Daly a lap down. Lundgaard had a speeding penalty twice. And Polo had an issue during the restart. But now Armstrong's fading. Daly cannot afford to make a mistake. The lead has extended to 7/10 now. If Daly makes a mistake, this can change everything. And if we get a wreck, it'll also change everything. Armstrong gained a little bit there. Shake Grayson really doing well, but Connor Daly holding both of them out with 3 laps to go. If we get a caution right now, we get a 2-lap shootout. On the back of this field, they are really wanting a caution. And they're battling out position right now, but it's mainly Connor Daly and Armstrong battling for the win. Rosenquist is only 1.8 seconds back. Schumacher is only 2.1 seconds back, but he's battling for a podium finish. And Lundgaard is just a sitting duck. Well, he's the rock in a hard place right now between these two drivers. 2 to go. When the white flag hits, when the caution comes out, then the white flag, the race is over. And we'll end it out how they will run. Schumacher really battling out. No wrecks. We're good. We're clean. Connor Daly on the front stretch. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Well, not really sponsored by, but it's sponsored by me. The guy streaming. No, not really streaming. The guy recording this video. Trying to edge out. Needs a massive run. Can't hold it off. Oh, we got a big run right there in turn 3. But will he get a massive run in turn 4? He's trying to put the pressure on Daly to force him to make a mistake. No mistakes. Coming in line, Connor Daly is going to win the Indy 500. And Schumacher will claim the podium finish. Wow. And then here comes Scott Dixon to finish 26. How much time behind? 20 seconds? Nope, not even close. All right. Well, we're going to return to YouTube with an Indy 500 simulator. You're taking the results by pausing it on the screen right now, but I got to get going. I got stuff to do. Bye, YouTube.